Well, Libra, it's April 2014, Dadhichi here with your horoscope, and it's rare that I'm tongue-tied, but just for a moment I'm trying to collect myself to see precisely how the transits for you this month are going to pan out. I do know that there's a very important eclipse. I say important, a lunar eclipse, because it occurs in your sun sign, and that has to be significant. Eclipses always herald the release of tremendous celestial energy, which is a reflection of the karmic forces of nature. So therefore, this eclipse in the sign of Libra, your sun sign, is very, very pivotal, I think, for what's happening for the rest of the year. These tremendous karmic forces on your individual sun sign tell us that you're gaining some new insights into yourself, into your relationships. I say yourself because the sun sign is one's own self, willpower, personality. But equally it is opposite the seventh sign, in which the sun will be transiting at this time. Therefore, you will be necessarily trying to make heads or tails of the relationships that you're in. That won't be too easy, because we do see some hard aspects either side of this eclipse. For example, the sun in your seventh house opposite Mars. This is very disputational. It can rile you up. It can bring to the surface a lot of suppressed anger. That's around the 8th, the 9th, the 10th. We see also that Mars in the right angle to your career sector. I get the sense some of you born under the sign of Libra are being obstructed in your career by the partner that you're with. You know, we all need the support of the people we love to really feel as if we can shine. If you're not getting that, that could be part of the release that can happen under the eclipse that I see here. This could be a coming to a head of the frustrations that you're feeling by not being supported. And then immediately the day after that, but I think this aspect will happen prior to and during the eclipse, the Mercury opposite Mars. That can give a lot of anger, a lot of dispute, a lot of discussions that are not based really on a cordial sort of tone. So you have to be careful of that. We see that hard aspect continues up until the 17th with Mercury opposite the Sun, and also in the right angle to your career sector. So some of these difficult aspects and what's likely to happen can spill over into your professional area as well. There are some relieving aspects, you'll be pleased to note. The favourable aspect of Venus to Jupiter and Pluto from the 6th house on the 18th. Sun moves to your 8th house of shared resources there on the 20th of April. That'll spend a month there. So complete about face, more to do with the financials rather than the emotionals. And again, I'm just a little bit concerned that I see all of these very hot aspects, these oppositions from Mars, the Sun. You've got to know how to compartmentalize the different issues here. Because what often happens with people, you know, the type of people that argue and all of a sudden they make it personal. They bring up the past. That's very, very frustrating. So you want to limit the discussion. If you've been upset with someone over an emotional issue or some event, don't let that anger spill over into this separate issue of finances, your shared money, your business transactions, your negotiations, because that really will be an error and it won't be productive on any level. Those hard aspects continue, I'm sorry to say, but don't forget too, there are some astrologers, a school of astrology that believes that challenging or hard aspects are really the aspects that help us grow. Mars in right angle to Jupiter, that's from your first house, the sun sign, to Jupiter in the 10th. You're probably going to bite off a little more than you can chew in this period, 23rd to around the 25th. Thereafter, you'll be in a better position to understand what it is you have to do. And I think you're going to get the support of some of the people around you. You may not get immediately that support from the partner that we alluded to earlier, but certainly in the workplace, you need to incorporate that team spirit in what you're doing. Many hands make light work. There is another eclipse which is unusual. 2 eclipses in the 1 month, the solar eclipse, again from this 8th house of shared resources on the 29th, and followed a day later by the Mercury in the 8th house triangular position to Pluto. This says a lot about changing your methodologies in the way you handle money. Could be changing banks. You might not be happy with your bank manager, your accountant. This is the time to change that, to move forward and to solidly secure your future. So Libra, until I see you next month, I know this month didn't seem to have all the good news you wanted to hear. That's life. Take the good with the bad. Until I see you next month, do join me at astrology.com.au. There you can get more detailed analysis of the daily, monthly, and even the year in focus. Take care. I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.